honestly a life changer.
Trickles down from and making yourself better.
You texting over there? Are you texting?
Yeah, I was texting. Yeah, my bad.
We're live.
I didn't know we were live. That's totally my fault.
Hey guys,
okay.
Welcome to today's episode of the Revival Show. Today we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff: social media, life, rest. I don't know. We'll kind of figure it out.
Whatever comes to our mind, for sure.
Hey, my name is Drake here. I'm the owner of Revival Marine Care, and I'm joined here with my co-host Noah Doss. What's up, dude?
No, I'm good, man. Do you remember what I do for the company this episode?
Yes, you are the regional assistant to the sales director.
assistant to the regional manager. Office is a phenomenal show, so I'd be okay with that. But yeah, dude, you guys probably have talked to me. Like I say, a lot of our episodes, if you've ever joined the pro program, you're one of our dealers, or man, even if you've reached out for just random product questions, anything like that, if you've seen the name Noah, that's me. I'm the pretty face behind the emails. So that might be debatable on the pretty face side of things, but
we were told that Caroline has a prettier voice. So
yeah, dude, this guy this guy called in, no names or anything, but he talked to Caroline and she was like, I'm gonna get you in touch with Noah. He's our sales director. And the guy was straight up like, I don't know, you sound like you're prettier than Noah. And I'm like, bro, he don't even know me and how pretty I am.
Caroline would destroy him.
But anyways, yeah, dude. So you just got back from a little time off. What, like literally probably
it was an entire week.
The first bit of time off since the product launch.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, for about 2 years or so. I don't do vacations very well. I really like what I do. So it's like it's hard to like leave for a week. I've done like, a few days here and there, or like a weekend trip or something. But yeah, being gone for a full week was definitely a challenge. And I got fussed at by my wife only one day for working.
Yeah.
And then you guys fussed me, or not really fussed me, but they were like, would y'all have a bet about seeing how soon I would have to reach out to y'all?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't so much like a bet. It was just like, I was like, Caroline, both of us were like, he's going to call us every day. And literally, I think the next day I woke up, there was like 5 messages from you. And I'm like, bro, like you were on vacation with your family. I'm like, go away. Don't work. But I mean, it's super cool though. Like that you love so much what you do.
Yeah.
That like,
it hasn't always been that way.
Yeah. Even taking time away is difficult. But I was kind of curious, like, was it nice though? Like to, not saying you fully trust that everything is going to run 100% like it would if you were here. Yeah. But was it kind of nice, like to be able to step away and know that like, hey, things aren't going to go up in flames because of the people that you've like brought on to be around you?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just setting you up to hype me up is basically what I'm doing.
I mean, and to be totally honest, this was probably the first time I ever left, and I thought that it could run just as good with me there without me there. Yeah. Good. So thank you guys.
Yeah, that's I was actually in a meeting yesterday.
Never had that faith before, really. Yeah. I mean, I didn't, because I would always be like worried and like, what's going to happen? Are they going to call? But I literally did not have a single worry. Yeah. I almost thought y'all might do better, and then y'all wouldn't need me anymore.
Yeah. No, I was actually in a meeting yesterday up at the church, and it was pretty cool. But there's a guy who was in there, and he is business. I mean, has been a part of some of the largest groups. I mean, he's been around the world and has spoken to a lot of different businesses and things like that. And he actually kind of talked about that. He said that a mark of a true leader is not how good things function when you're present, but when you're absent.
Yeah, amen.
And he said that, and I was like, hey, that's great, because we literally just experienced that really for the first time.
For sure.
With you being, out of town. And, I feel like, of course, we missed you like crazy, and there's things that we were like, oh, let's ask Drake. And I was like, well, no, just go write it on the whiteward.
I did see something on there.
we started a little section that was like, talk to Drake about this when he gets back. But man, it's cool. Yeah. I mean, and you got to, hopefully you had a pretty good time. I mean,
I did, man. Yeah, it was cool. Like I realized that on the way home from our trip yesterday driving, I told my wife, I was like, it'd probably be good for me now to like once a quarter, like take just like even a day or two off, just like a Thursday or a Friday and then the weekend or something, mainly because I actually did not really want to leave because we've got some very exciting things like happening right now, but making myself kind of do something I didn't really want to do and just giving like, honestly, like God's space to just kind of talk to me and like, just kind of think about like big picture stuff. It actually, like I walked in today with like a lot of peace and just like ready and excited to, work again.
Yeah. Which is honestly kind of surprising on my end because today's your first day back.
Yeah.
And I already told my wife before I left the house, I was like, Drake is going to come back and he's going to have a million things on his mind. And I was like, I might be home at midnight tonight. That's what I told her. Yeah. So it was funny. You came in with a ton of peace and I was like, well, that's great. Like you obviously were able to step away and you got to experience Disney with 5 kids. Yeah. So that's, it
was fun and stressful. It was the first time I've ever been to Disney as an adult too. The last time I went, I was like 12 years old. So I didn't realize like how rare that is. A lot of people, I guess, go to Disney, because we've talked to quite a few people about it, and they're like, oh yeah, we go like once a year, like you know, all that. I think you've been like 100 times or something at this point.
Not by choice. But I've been 100 times, but not because I'm just like I'm bored. Let's go to Disney. But
But it was cool, man. Like I can be like super. I'm a very live life with my head on a swivel kind of guy. Like I'm always looking for danger, typically. And I love a good fight. So like I'm always like, just on the lookout. Yeah. Which I wasn't planning on fighting anyone at Disney World, unless Donald Duck like came at me or something. But
you were like, man, I hope somebody steals these ears, bro.
Dude, I had some sick ears, bro. Did you see my ears?
Oh, dude. Photo? Oh, we have to get that picture.
So I got a buddy, shout out to Dream along with us. All right. But he actually makes a lot of our hats. So like the hat I'm wearing right now, he makes all of our hats and he's a local guy, but he actually is a professional like Disney World guy. And he makes these like one of a kind, like patented ears.
Yeah, he invented those.
Yeah, he invented them. So they're like rechangeable and you can like dress them up and stuff. Well, he's got some magnetic ones that go to your hats. So you don't have to wear like the girly headband. It like magnetizes to your hat. So cool. I was repping
I usually just wear the girly headband. Yeah. I mean,
you got to level up, dude.
I know. I need a magnetic one next time.
You got to pursue excellence, even in your Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, it's cool. So, hey, if you're a Disney fan out there, no shade, but I got to be honest with you, I couldn't imagine doing it with 5 kids though.
Yeah, it was. So the reason why I said like live life with my head on a swivel is because like when you're around like 30,000 people and everyone's like rushing and going, having 5 small kids, my kids age from 10 is my oldest and 1.5 is my youngest, and they're about 2 years apart. Yeah. So like having 1 or 2 in the stroller, 3 running around, and then the stroller kids are switching, so you don't never know who's in the stroller, who's not in the stroller. Yeah.
It was crazy. Fun. That's good, man. Yeah, it's super exciting. But of course, we're glad you're back and getting to brainstorm. I think one thing, like definitely that obviously in building this company and that you bring really to the daily. I mean, one, obviously you're a huge sounding board for any questions or anything that we have. But one thing I really noticed was like you're a dreamer. Like you're the big like dreamer in the office. Like obviously. This company is what it is because of the Lord blessing it. And then also, obviously you. So it's like, I was just kind of like doing my daily task and stuff. And there was a couple of times where I'm like, right now, Drake would be talking to me about something that we need to do, like a future thing. Like we got to implement this. We got to start thinking about this. And I actually kind of missed that last week. I was like, I want to work on something that seems irrelevant at the moment, but will be huge for the company. Like 6 months from now. Like that's how I feel when you're around.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
In business, a lot of the times, like I've had people like copy, what we do, like social media or just a lot of things, like people copy. And, and to be fair, I've copied other people as well. The problem with copying people in life or business is that you're not copying what they're doing now. You're actually copying what they did probably like 2-3 years ago.
That's good.
So if you are constantly like copying people that you see online or wherever, you're actually going to always be 3 years behind them.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So just the way you brought that up is like, we're big dreaming. So like what we're working on today, that may seem like kind of irrelevant or it's like whatever. That's actually what's going to be rolling out in a year, 2 years, 3 years from now. And then when and I feel like that's where like, I actually went wrong a lot in my business because it's like we're constantly just like getting inspiration from people like online, social media and stuff, which is cool. But it's like a lot of the times we're getting what actually inspired them years ago. Yeah. That's cool. And, it helps to just like constantly dream for yourself, not always just like watching, what everybody's doing. That's why Android is always a few steps behind Apple, or
Yeah.
it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be. And it's crazy too. Like, you know, if you think about any like major YouTube channel that you like, right?
Yeah.
It's like we look at, you know, channels like Dude Perfect, Mr. Beast, you
Yeah.
know, good in the golf space. It's like if you see them now and you're like, oh, like I love what they do. But it's like I'll go back, or sometimes they'll share videos from like 10 years ago when they're like no following, like nobody really watching their stuff, and they're just doing what they love, has launched them, you know, 5-10 years later into these millions of subscribers, you know. And it's like, but like you're saying, like I actually love going back and looking at videos. Mr. Beast actually posted a video.
Oh yeah.
Did you see
like
that?
16 years ago.
Yeah,
or
like
something
when
like that?
he was a kid, basically,
Yeah.
with his first like video camera.
He's like, I hope I have 100 subscribers.
Yeah. He's like,
He's
man,
got
I
100
hope
million.
in 10, 15 years from now or whatever. Yeah, he was like, I hope I have, 1,000 subscribers and whatever. And then obviously now he's, I mean, it's unreal what he's done in his space. So it is kind of cool to see, like, and I haven't really thought about that. Like, if you're just copying people in the space all the time, you're right. You're actually pretty far behind.
Yeah,
like
you'll
that was
always
built.
be behind.
Yeah.
And there's something to like getting inspiration from people.
Yeah, for sure.
But, I don't know, man. I feel like I was listening to this podcast the other day and it actually made me think about this. But like a lot of people are losing the ability to think for themselves. It's like we're going to ChatGPT for thoughts, which, we do that.
We've never done that.
There's tools in place, but I feel like with social media, a lot of our thoughts are no longer original. It's like you're just getting bombarded. One thing I actually loved about my trip is I spent like literally zero time on social media. None, like zero time at all. And not that I don't actually consume a lot. I consume more like podcasts and like educational stuff. I don't really sit there and just like scroll and stuff.
Yeah.
Typically, but just like not consuming any junk, but one being like super present with my family, and then listening to this one particular coaching group that I pay for, like really just helped like quiet all the noise and just be like, all right, where am I going to get serious with my business, you know? And like through that, really feeling like the Lord was like showing me like, hey, one, we can't stop doing what worked for us in the past. We don't need to take away from our business, but we need to add to our business, but anytime you add something to, you have to make adjustments because you can only take on so much in your life. So when we add something to our business, it's like we have to learn to delegate other things, because you can only take on, quite so much. So
Yeah. I hate you ever look back at like your screen time reports?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, if you, I recommend it. Like it's actually quite eye opening. And then there's like ways, you can set like screen time limits on your phone, and you'll be amazed like how quickly you can hit those. And I think what's funny about that is like you said, talked about being present with your family, like while you were gone. It's like you don't realize. Well, what's funny is we all know that like scrolling just brainlessly is not good for us. Like we literally call it doom scrolling. Like I mean, it's what it is, but we all still do it, and it does like pulls you like out of reality. Like pulls you out of that moment, and you just like miss everything around you. Yeah, and it's easy to fall into, and it's like hours go by, and you're just like. Well,
like, one way you show that you care about a situation, a person, is by giving them your undivided attention. It's like, I've shared this with you guys, like on our team. It's like, how do we care for our clients? Like we give them undivided attention. We give them good information, even if it doesn't directly relate to our cause. We go the extra mile for people. We have good character. We always tell the truth. Like these are all attributes of like when you actually care. So, a lot of people, and I'm not perfect at this by literally any means, but, we say we love our families. We say we care about people. And then we go and we're with those people and we're on our phones or we're thinking about work and we're doing everything but actually being fully present with people. And man, there's such a good piece when you're like, no, I'm going to block out all thoughts, all emails, all notifications, and just be here. It gets quiet. And I think a lot of people avoid that because we don't like being quiet.
Yeah. So sometimes
then you got to deal with you.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Sometimes the quiet actually scares us.
Yeah, it does.
It's like then we have to deal with the thoughts and things that are actually going on. But I think it's hard too on the social media topic. I have this like fine line. I say this all the time. For those of you who don't know, I also youth pastor at our local church, and it's like this weird mix of like, I remember when I took over the youth ministry, I was like, I wanted to start a TikTok for the youth group because it was just fun, and you can, do fun things, and people can see what's going on in the youth ministry. But it's like this fine line of like, it feels like everything runs on and through social media nowadays. Yeah. But also too, from a personal place, it's like, I also don't want people to be sucked into my content all the time. Yeah. So it's like kind of balancing that, like from a business standpoint, like you have to do social media. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, that's, it's like
in today's day and age,
that's where it's at. And honestly, social media has opened the door for a lot of things. I was just talking to there's two detailers. They're like 15 years old, and they were asking about like marketing and all that, like without a budget and things like that. And I was like, bro, just record you working, what you do, transformations, and just post the crap out of everything. Like social media has opened up free marketing. Yeah. Like what used to cost, I mean, obviously you can still put in money and get your stuff pushed and ads and all that. But like you literally have the ability, it's done it for like music artists too, where it's like you used to have to be recognized or go on a show or a label finds you. Dude, now you post a song on TikTok and you could be famous overnight.
I mean, look at Forrest Frank. Yeah. I mean, like literally, like he made like music for years and, posted it, and he had surfaces. I don't know if you know his but like he had surfaces and like, it was good. It was great music. But it was like when he started really posting stuff on TikTok, and then it just like kaboom. And now which funny enough, like our friend went on tour with him, had the largest like tour ever in like all of Christian music.
Like selling out like Madison Square Garden. Wild. And like, it's been wild. It's really cool to watch. And it literally all started, obviously the Lord opened the doors, but the platform was social media.
Yeah, social media.
So, actually I think we kind of talked about wanting to get into that a little bit because it is so important. Like from a business standpoint, I feel like there's this weird thing where, so for instance, for us, if you want to join our Revival Pro program, so you're a professional detailer, whatever, we ask for your social medias. And, I get a lot of people that will, in the info part of the form, they'll be like, I don't really have social media right now, but I really want to get into it. I just don't have the time, or I don't know how, or I'm not good on camera. There's like all these things that kind of like surround the social media like platform and world.
Sure.
And I think it would be really, really good for us, like from a practical standpoint, like if you're out there doing this, because, off camera, we talked just a touch before we kind of loaded up, but like you are probably one of the best people to talk about what social media can do, from starting out at square one to being in a, $1 million+ company at this point and growing every day. It's like, I think it'd be really cool for you, and probably help and encourage a lot of people to kind of talk about your view on social media, how people are doing it and things like that. I think it'd be awesome if we could kind of jump into that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, social media literally changed my life. YouTube, Instagram, we're a little on TikTok, but it's kind of, it's not really our focus. I mean, there's such a big topic there with social media.
It's a lot.
If you're doing it for business sake, I personally feel like 99.99% of detailers and really people do social media completely wrong. Like 100% completely wrong.
That's a hot take.
And I can attest to that, because the way, and I'm not saying the only way that I'm doing it is the only way, but what I have done is literally started as a semi-broke detailer, I was making money, but I was living paycheck to paycheck and like, doing my thing, to having social media be the catalyst to literally selling millions of dollars in products with our brand and other brands. And it all came from providing value to people. Yeah. It had nothing to do with like clicks, going viral, trying to look cool or like just show off my work. Yeah. A lot of detailers are just trying to show off their work. And quite frankly, people don't really care about you. They care about what you can give them.
Exactly.
Yep. That's it. 100%. Like no one cares how shiny you can make a boat. Yeah. Literally no one. Yeah. They want to know that you can help them. Now, maybe you can help them by making their boat shiny. Yeah. But a lot of the, like you can, like, okay, for instance, like even the videos that we've done that have gotten, let's say 43 million views. I got smacked in the face by a buffer. I did not book a single boat off of that video.
Yeah.
But it got 43 million views.
Yeah.
Like in social media standards, that was a very successful video.
Yeah.
I made no money, zero money.
Yeah.
Like, cool, I got a bunch of views and got a bunch of followers from like people in China that will never buy from me ever.
Yeah.
So the reason why I feel like a lot of people do social media wrong is because we are all chasing the views. We're all chasing the viral. We're all chasing the 1.3. If you go on anybody's account, typically anybody's account, what are the top 3 videos they have pinned on their account? It's typically the ones with the most views.
Yeah.
And, in a way, views are good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're bad because views are like the big net or the top of the funnel that bring people in. But if we're bringing people in that are never going to use our service ever, then what is the point?
Yeah.
Like, what is genuinely the point?
Yeah.
So when it comes, especially right now, so when I first started with social media, it was 6 years ago, which it was still well into Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, but it was when YouTube was like the mecca.
Yeah.
TikTok wasn't out yet. Instagram Reels were not a thing. We had Vine videos back then, and they were 7 seconds long or 12. Either
Vine
12
was legendary.
and then Snapchat.
Come on now.
But there was no short form content, like pretty much across the board. So YouTube was like everything. If you wanted videos, it was on YouTube. I personally like that because it was really hard. It's really, really, really difficult to make a good YouTube video. That's why no one really does it, and especially in the boat detailing space. So short form came out. Well, short form comes out. Well, guess what? Now anyone can literally shoot a 30-second video.
Yep.
And there's videos and videos and videos and videos and videos. And dude, they literally all pretty much look the same.
Yeah.
And we wonder why like social media doesn't work. So they go, hey, I don't have time for that. Well, yeah, I don't blame you. Like if you don't have time to sit there and shoot a video, edit a video, or maybe you don't even edit, you just throw it up and, say it gets a couple thousand views, but like, what is the point if it's not growing in the business? So the reason why I say I feel like a lot of people are doing it wrong is because we don't have a plan when we shoot. We're just shooting just to shoot.
Yeah.
From the beginning, when I started my, I guess journey on social media, it was straight up to help as many people as possible. Still is my aim. So with being with the idea or the dream to help people, I purposefully made content that did what?
Help people.
Yeah. That's it. So when, law of reciprocity, I talk about this all the time, but like when we help someone solve a problem, they are going to feel like they owe us, you know, and you do. Like anytime someone's ever, like say if I'm moving and you go, hey, I don't even ask you, but I'm just like, man, I'm moving on Saturday. Like, bro, I'd love to come help. I'm like, oh, dude, that would be great. You come help me. Guess what? The next time you move, even though I probably don't want to because I hate helping people move, I feel obligated to go help you move because you helped me.
Yeah.
And it's the same with your clients. So like one thing we have noticed, and it can be like a struggle for us, when we post educational content, it gets 5,000, 7,000, 8,000 views.
Yeah.
But when we post, honestly, something stupid, like falling off of a boat or something, it'll get hundreds of thousands of views. But if we really look at the metrics and the dollar for dollar spent, those 5,000 views from the educational posts are probably people that buy our stuff. Yeah. And the 200,000 people from all over the world that watched that one video and maybe liked it are usually people talking crap in the comment section. Yeah. Put a light on it, all this stuff that will never buy from us in the first place.
Yeah. So I guess it's fair to say if you're getting into the social media space or you're trying to understand it a little bit more from a business standpoint, it's probably really good to identify first before you even start what is your goal of social media. Because, I mean, let's be honest, too. There are people out there that their brand literally is just the following they have. Yeah. Right? They're not really, like, selling anything.
But it means nothing, dude, if you have no... I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, if you're not making any money off of it, from a business standpoint, if you are not making money off of it, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, you may be better off just going to detail more boats. Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Which I know is kind of counterintuitive to probably what the aim you were going.
Well, I'm just saying,
just post.
yeah. No, I mean, I'm thinking like, there are plenty of people out there that, not specifically talking detailing, but there are a lot of people out there that are like, all right, I'm just going to do whatever I want. I'm going to collect a lot of followers, a lot of views. And then there is opportunity where, now businesses are reaching out to them and, they're being endorsed by things and endorsing things and like that. So there is that lane. But I think specifically if we're talking detailing, I think identifying up front, like, you had in your head, your marker was, I just want to help and educate people. Yeah. Right. So, like that was the goal. So there was satisfaction in what you were doing and putting out that you knew that it was helping somebody. Yeah. Right. And I think that gives you the perseverance to keep going
100%
when you feel like the input that you give is what you want and the outcome is what it is. Yeah. And I say that because I think a lot of people get really discouraged when they do social media. Yeah. Because people post, they're like, oh, this is what's popping off for other people. I'm going to do the same thing. Mine should react the same way. I should get a lot of views and comments and all these things. And, I think on that topic, like, I think it's more important to do what you actually love and care about than it is to follow what you think will capture the most views up front. Yeah. Because I think people get burnt out on social media really fast. Yeah. Like, I mean, I've been discouraged by social media before.
I'm discouraged every day by social media.
Yeah. Like it happens, but it's like, okay, if my heart is to help people, put out content that someone can learn from, and I know I did that, then I am satisfied no matter how it turns out. Of course, do we all want all the views in the world? Do we all want to get popular on social media? The majority of us would say yes. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, like, why am I recording and posting what I am? Yeah. And if the input is there and you just let the output be what it's going to be, I say all this because I think people too often, and I mean, we've been guilty of this too. So I'm not saying like this is just everyone else, but I feel like sometimes you do stuff that you enjoy and you see like immediately that it's not working out. So you jump ship and you just try to follow whatever everybody else is doing. And then that doesn't work either. And then you don't have the heart to keep going because it's not really what you like doing anyways. So I guess to kind of wrap all that up for me, just to encourage somebody would be like, hey, like if there's a style of content that you actually enjoy doing, like, and you do well, it's better to be consistent with that content for years and just keep trusting that at some point. Cause like, we talked about this earlier in the podcast, like all the people you see today with the major platforms, like didn't start out with millions of subscribers. No. It took building and building and building and building and building and building. And then when that thing that you do comes around and becomes the trend, guess what? You've already got hundreds and hundreds of pieces of content out there in that lane that nobody else has because you stayed consistent with what you like to do. And trends come around all the time. All the time. So,
well, and what, you'll hear things like in business. I haven't been in business forever, obviously. It's been about 13 years, which is longer than, a lot of younger people that come in. But we hear like, oh, what worked 3 years ago doesn't work today. What worked 10 years ago doesn't work today. But it's just like clothing styles. Yeah. It's like what was popular in the 90s did not work in the early 2000s, but now the stuff's coming back. Clothes, colors are coming back. Yep. It's the same with social media. It's like we get, and really this is like a lot of in life. It's like we get saturated with something so much that you're like, I can't take it anymore. I need different. Well, different is new and fresh and like fun until that different becomes so saturated. Right. You get so much of it. And then you're like, I need different. I need more. There's only so many difference and mores in this world. And then it's a revolving door. It comes right back around. So
there's nothing new under the sun.
No, man. Yeah. It's all the same
reality
stuff.
Of it. Yeah.
So, with the social media stuff, I do agree a lot with what you just said as far as like finding a style of content that you actually enjoy. Because here's the reality, guys. There are some people, I don't want to say get lucky. I don't know if I like that word, and I'll probably disagree with this by next week. But like, there are some that you just randomly find something that works. And then it's like, you get 1.8 million views, you get 1 million views, But there are some guys like me, I don't feel like I ever like had that moment where it's like, I made one style of content and then it was just like, boom. And I was like, wow, this is like the mecca. Like I've been doing this literally faithfully
Yeah.
for 6 years now, like literally daily, you know, monthly, weekly, you know, between YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, blah, blah, blah. It's like I find things that I enjoy, and even the ones that I enjoy the most typically don't perform the best, but I am happier doing it.
Yeah.
The videos that I have found that get a ton of views, I literally don't like making that style of content at all. So sure, do we post the ones I don't like that get a bunch of views? Yes. Do I spend all my time fixating on that style just because it gets a bunch of views? No. Because one, I'm not as happy doing it. Like straight up, I'm not as happy. And two, like I said earlier, the ones that get all those views don't relate to money in our pockets.
Right.
You know, and I'm not saying we do everything for $1. You know, that's literally not what I'm
But
getting
we are
at.
in business.
But like that's the goal.
Yeah.
Like my goal, I don't want to post boat cleaning videos for the fact of just posting boat cleaning videos.
Right.
I post because it provides a beautiful income for me, for y'all, you know, for my family, to go to Disney World, to do these things.
Yeah.
So if we're making videos just for the sake of video's sake, you're probably going to get burnt out unless you are crazy interested in videography, which I am also oddly interested in videography. I've got more money and stuff in here than I know to do with, but a lot of people aren't that way. They're just jumping on social media because, like we did say, it's like something you have to do right now. And they get burnt out because they're just unhappy doing it. And I'm like, dude, get creative. Get creative. Just because everyone on the how to go viral YouTube channels, blah, 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 say you have to do this type of content, that doesn't mean that's what you have to do. Be yourself, do the absolute best that you can, and you are going to 100% suck on day one. It's literally a rite of passage. You have to suck before you can be good. You're never going to be good on day one.
How important for business growth is social
I think
media?
you can totally grow without social media. 100%. You can grow faster with social media. So if you want to grow a business, you can 100% do it without social media. But if you want to 10x your speed, social media done the right way can literally blow your company up like quickly, very, very quickly.
So if you got, you know, I think in our space a lot of detail businesses, especially starting out, are typically like one or two guys, you know, behind a buffer.
That's the easiest time to shoot content.
So that's kind of what I was going to get to with you, because you did it, was like, I actually hear a lot of the opposite.
Yeah,
so
100%.
I hear a
It's
lot
excuses.
of the opposite. I hear like, oh man, like it's just me, or it's just me and this guy, and we got to get these boats done. What would you say to that? Because like, I feel like there is a lot of businesses that aren't doing it because they feel like they don't have the time and resource to do it. But I've heard the opposite from you. So.
One, you're not making the time to do it.
Yeah.
And two, it's an excuse, 100%.
Yeah.
And the reason why I can say that confidently is because I made the excuse, and then I also stopped making the excuse. Now that I'm in the position I'm in, I look back and I go, dang, when I was detailing by myself was the easiest time ever to create content. Was it easy? Quote unquote easy? Absolutely not. It's hard. Hey guys, I hate to tell you this. Life is hard. Business is hard. Literally everything you do in life is hard. You know, being fat and overweight's hard. Being thin and waking up at 5 a.m. going to the gym is hard. Like, pick your hard. First off, like, if anyone, I just don't do well with excuses like that, because I've heard so many people like, it's just me, I got to make money and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, awesome. Like, I did the exact same thing, dude. I stayed up to 1 a.m. in the morning for 3 years straight, boat detailing all day long, filming content, going home and editing it to 1 in the morning. Like, do you want to win or not? Like, do you want to make money or not? I think a lot of people, I think they want to win, but they don't want
actually,
to do the work to win. And I also, in today's day and age, with like so much like motivational stuff and like, you know, you got, I mean, name it. There's so many online influencers that, you know, say like, you know, grind, you don't sleep and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's kind of a cool thing to be like, I work hard, I set goals, I do my thing. But a lot of people want to look like they're actually doing the thing without actually doing the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
because it's not pretty, bro.
No, it
Like,
sucks.
I remember when we went to MTE in Orlando at the beginning of the year, and we shot that video, and we're like, dude, we need to get this up quick. And what was it, like 3-4 in the morning?
Yeah,
like laying
I
on the
edited
bed in
for
the hotel
7
room,
hours
like,
after a 14-day long day on my feet.
Oh, it was nuts. And
Yeah.
like
all of y'all fell asleep, and I'm still just
yeah, I know. I couldn't hang with Drake. I was like, bro, I woke up. He was like laying on his computer,
Yeah.
and like, dude,
But I actually enjoy it though.
Yeah.
That's the thing, dude.
yeah.
Like,
So what if someone doesn't enjoy social media? What if it's more like, okay, so somebody's just like, I feel like I have to do it because I want my business to grow, but I actually hate it.
I don't know. I mean, I say probably don't do it.
Yeah.
Because your audience is going to feel that you hate it, and it's going to be irrelevant. But I also think too, if you hate it, it's probably because you don't have a big enough vision or a reason to do it. Like, find out where you are in life and convince yourself that if I post this video today, I can get out of the situation.
Yeah.
You know, one way, shape, or another. I don't know how. Maybe God will just bless you financially, which He has, and He does for people. But like, when I started I don't know. It's hard for me to really talk about this from that perspective because I do enjoy the video side. I'm actually starting to like it less and less and less because I've been doing it now for a long time. And I don't know, man. I thrive on things I don't know. I actually like being irritated because it makes me want to figure it out. And once I figure something out, then I'm kind of like bored with it. But I think that you would appreciate doing social media if you're genuinely serving other people. Yeah. Because I really do believe that deep down inside, every person has this longing to help others. It's literally in our DNA, you know, as human beings, as a human race. And there's some people that totally ignore that. But I think that if you're like, hey, I'm going to either make someone laugh, I'm going to teach somebody something, I'm going to straight up entertain, I really think that a lot of people could thrive in this space if they just got their focus right. Because people will look at it and they'll be like, they'll listen to this podcast and be like, well, Drake said I got to make a video, so I'm going to go make a video. You're probably going to hate it. But if you literally go, okay, I need to get on social media to grow my business. I want to grow my business. I want to thrive. I want to pay more for my, you know, I want to have a good life for my wife and kids or whatever else. It's like, all right, if this is a part of it, then I got to figure it out. Yeah. And in business, dude, you're going to have to do things you don't want to do. Yeah. Like, I don't want to do probably 90% of the stuff I do. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah. But I do it. Because I have to. Like, I
episode
get to.
2.
Yeah, it's one of them.
If you haven't watched episode 2, go back and watch episode 2, and we talk a lot more about doing what we don't want to do to get the things that we want.
Sure. Well, and that's the thing. It's like, make your reason very big, and you will like it. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I think that's a great perspective, because it's like, if you're just posting social media content because you're like, I have to do this. Yeah. You're probably going to get burnt out and you're going to hate it. But if you go into it with the mindset of everything I create and post is an opportunity for growth, like, that's a whole different perspective. Like, what could come from one video? You know, like for us on the product side, it's like, all right, so let's say we make this video about a product and, you know, it takes off, and then a company sees it and they message us, hey, just saw this video, and now we have this crazy connection. We're selling tons of product. And it's like, if I knew that was coming before I took the time to make the video, I would have a lot more excitement, like, and perseverance in doing the content. But it's hard to see the other side of things at first. I mean, dude, the amount of people that contact us, businesses, I mean, across the, entire countries, like, are usually, hey, I saw you on blah, 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 and your product looks great. And it's like, so for us, like, content is everything for us. Like, our company wouldn't be what it is at all.
We wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah.
So,
and it's all because honestly, man, like, in the beginning, it was very unintentional. You know, it wasn't like I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and then I'm going to make $1 million and then I'm going to start my own product line and grow that. And none of that was even on my radar. Yeah. Like, none of it. I wish I was clever enough to, like, orchestrate all this, dude. It was just one day after another. That's like, and I personally think, man, like, God blessed it because I genuinely was like, I want to help people. I don't see how you can really be in business and be successful in business if you don't want to help people.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what business is. We serve people for money.
Yeah.
We go cut their grass. We go pressure wash their driveways. We clean boats. We sell homes and real estate. Like, it's all people. You know, I think we shared it. I don't know where I talk so much, but like, we're not in the detail business. We're in the people business. Yeah. It's like, you are serving people. Social media is another element where you can serve people. Yeah. So I just thought of this too, because I can hear people go, well, like, Drake, that's great. Like, you knew a ton of information. So therefore you can provide value for people. Yeah. I'm literally just starting out. How do I do that? My biggest advice is don't create, document what you're doing. If it's literally your first day detailing, pull out the phone and say, guys, today is day number 1 of starting a boat detailing business. Let's see what goes wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
dude,
or something like that.
Literally, like those kids that I was telling you about, those 15-year-old kids, they literally posted a video, their first video ever. And they were like, we're 15. This is the first boat we've ever detailed. Let's bring you along. Yeah. And dude, the amount of people that in our community that sent me that video.
Were they here locally?
No, they're not. Oh, okay. But they sent us that video and they were like, hey, these kids just started out. You should help them out in whatever way you can. And we ended up getting to connect with them and send them some stuff. Awesome. Super cool. Give them some information.
You sent them free stuff?
Send them free stuff, That's hats. Cool. They actually reached back out to us and asked for some marketing and content information, and we gave it to them.
They'll be getting reached out by everyone now.
Yeah, so it's super cool because it was like...
We make people famous around here.
Dude, think about that, though. Like, if these young detailers just literally made a video, like you said, documenting. Yep. Just documenting, hey, this is what we're doing today. They didn't come out like with a bunch of information, but because of their willingness to just record that one video and be honest and document their day, they got reached out to by Revival Marine Care, who
the best products
in their minds. In their minds, they were ecstatic. Like, I mean, they were so excited that we would reach out to them and you know, encourage them. And so, man, I love.
You have to have courage. You have to have courage to be successful in business. You have to have courage to ask the pretty girl out on a date and get married. Yeah. You have to have courage to film a video and go, it's day number 1. I'm not a professional. Everybody's professional detailers online. Like, literally, we're all the best. You call every detailer, every real estate agent, I don't care who you call, they're all going to be like, we're the best in town. Who the heck goes, hey, I'm actually just starting out and I'm creating a channel. You know, like, I found, man, that like people don't really care how great you are as long as you're honest and upfront. And you break something, you fix it. Like, that's all people really care about, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I get frustrated with the social media topic because, one, I feel like everyone's just trying to like do what everyone else is doing. And then on the other end of that, it's like people get so afraid to just be real and like just be authentic and where they are, what they're doing. And the reason why I said earlier that when you're by yourself or it's you and a buddy, that is the easiest time to create content is because you are living the content. Like, it's a Tuesday, you're driving to the boat. You're pulling up to the boat. You're seeing the boat dirty. You're washing the boat. You're buffing the boat. You're waxing the boat. You're getting the after shots. You're maybe talking to the client afterwards. You're getting paid. You're driving home. You can literally document that whole thing. 5-second shots of every single time. If you're on Instagram, YouTube, you can vlog the whole thing. That's why back in the day, 6 years ago, making videos were so easy because like I didn't have to create anything. I just literally hit record and recorded what I was doing in that moment. Now is actually the hardest time ever because I'm not out really detailing boats anymore. My crew is. Now we have to train other guys how to film stuff. No one wants to see, maybe they do, and comment down below if you do, but like no one wants to see me drive to work in my very nice, beautiful truck. God, dude, I missed my truck so much when I was at Disney. I literally told my wife, like, not even kidding you, 20 times, like, I miss my truck.
You actually left a set of keys here, and I almost texted you a picture and been like, hey, I'll keep it warm.
Sorry, I just got sidetracked. I'm talking about my truck and I see it out in the parking lot. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is that now I can document driving to work and then sitting in this chair and answering emails for like 4 hours a day and like, putting out fires. And maybe people want to see that. I don't know. You know, maybe I should take my own advice and try it.
We get some interesting ones. I mean, people might like to hear that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like in business, it doesn't get easier. It just gets harder. you can either get better or stay the same.
Yeah.
Like the day one is probably going to be the easiest it's ever been for you.
Yeah.
And that's not encouraging to hear when you're a year in and you're struggling financially and stuff. Are there elements that get better? Yes. Like today, thank God I don't have to like stress and be like, am I going to pay my bill next week? But I do have very big issues that come towards us, you know, that we have to take care of, and hundreds and well, thousands and thousands of people now that depend on me, and 14 employees, and, you know, just all these things. And it's like, it doesn't get easier. So if your excuse right now is I'm by myself and I can't do it and it's hard, how do I find the time? You don't find it. You make it. You create it.
Yeah. It's good.
Stay up late. Stop drinking.
Yeah, it's good. I think too, you know, just another little like touch point tip on the social media is like, it's hard, but like, dude, don't like put yourself in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the fun thing too about social media. You can literally do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like we have one of our pros, Apex, right? Like, bro, like their content, we would never do, because that's just not who we are, but it is awesome for who they are and what they do. And it's hilarious, and it keeps you engaged, and they do stuff that you're like, I can't believe they're doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like they are a good example of like, don't like box yourself in.
Sure.
Like, have fun with it. Like, be creative. Like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like it's literally the world and opportunity in front of you is wide open, and you're going to have more fun dreaming and creating and being you in that space than just constantly trying to
100%,
chase something.
dude. They took a simple concept and added entertainment to it. Like, it's great. You know, we've even showed our guys their videos. We're like, look, these are great. Now, like what we do, and I've actually done this for years. It's not like reinventing the wheel, but it's like, you know, a couple second clips of the process. Like, it's literally my old YouTube videos. Like, I took multiple shots of the process and just documented the process out, you know, but they are bringing an element of fun to it, and ASMR, and like they just kind of thought outside the box, which is super cool. There's another guy on Instagram, you know, I'm not going to share his name, but like he literally just kind of like has fun with stuff and like tells jokes and, you know, gets lots of views, which is awesome. Cool. Yeah. We have had this conversation with, you know, who we were just talking about, and they even realized like, okay, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do some of the stuff because it actually isn't conducive to putting money in our pockets.
Right.
Yes, it gets a ton of views, but it's not actually, you know, looking great to the clients or whatever else. So like, guys, be prepared for that. Like, if we get addicted to the views, we will do dumb stuff to get views. Dumb stuff gets you views, but dumb stuff does not always put money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to business and actually trying to grow a brand. And that's why I say, I believe value is the number one thing on social media that will actually set you apart, because I can't even tell you the last time I saw, especially in the detailing space, specifically boat detailing space, the last time I saw a random clip of a boat detailer actually teaching me something.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know of one.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm missing it, you know, but like they're all just showing the shiny boat and the pretty boat, or like the before and after, which is cool. But like not one of them goes, hey, this is why. Actually, Real Jim, like Jake.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah.
Which is one of our boys. Shout out to Jake. He's probably the only other creator other than myself that actually goes, this product works good for this reason. Yeah. And it shines the surface, it protects it. And he even does it in a different flavor than I do it. You know? He's a little more theatrical than me, you know, but that's Jake. He's awesome. Like he's got a big personality. Yeah. I don't really have one of those. I'm more just like, I'm going to tell you the truth and, you know, buy my stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And he's even had some really fun content lately with the meta glasses.
Yeah, he's spicing it up. That's what I love. Dude.
It's different. I saw one he just brought out. I think he had a young man come out and he taught him like start to finish how to detail.
We gave that dude a bunch of products at the boat show. Do you remember that?
Oh, that's
he and his mom.
Dude,
we met him at the boat show.
I thought he looked familiar, but
it was him and his mom. They came up to the boat show. It was like it was his dad, and they were like, "Oh, he's 15. He wants to start." And we're like, "Bro, you're 15. You want to start?" Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start." And we were like, "Dude, here you go." And we gave him
a bag of product and
a couple $100.
I noticed in the video he had a revival hat on.
Yeah, we gave him a hat.
We had to have met this kid somewhere.
Yeah, we hooked him up, and that's the thing, dude. Like, he came up, he showed the willingness, and then I think Jake got with him. Jake's now doing like one-on-ones, you know, trainings, which is
Super
so cool.
Yeah.
Reminds me I got to call him because he said he wanted to reach out to me for some stuff. But like that right there, Jake is a prime example, like detailer, giving value. Now he's doing personal trainings with people.
Yeah.
And now I hope he's okay with us sharing this. I might call him after and we might cut this out if not. But he's doing personal trainings with people. He's, repping Revival, making money from us. I get to write him a commission check every month.
Yeah.
Like he's doing it the right way. He's not just posting stuff to look cool and show that he makes shiny boats. You know?
good, bro.
He's actually providing value for people. And like the word value, it's overused a bunch, but like think about it. It's valuable. Like if something's valuable, you should be compensated for it. If it's not adding value to someone's life, no wonder why you're not being compensated for it.
That's good. It's good, man. Well, I think we could probably run on this topic for a very long time, and there's probably a million other things that we could get into. And honestly, I think this is a topic that we probably could discuss again in more specific logistics if you guys would be interested in that. I will say drop comments below. Let us know, like, you know, maybe some of the things that hold you up in social media. Maybe you've been burnt by it before. Maybe you just started a business and you're like, hey, you know, like, dude, I bet there's even people in here. We're not going to get into it because we'd love to, but like, there's probably people in here that are like, I don't like equipment and things like, you know, which also, by the way, phones are so amazing.
Well, let's just say that,
Yeah.
like, we've got this camera right here is about $7,000 worth of lens and fanciness. We literally don't even like using it because it's like a pain. The best content usually comes literally from your cell phone.
My cell phone, yeah.
And you know what? That's another excuse, dude. Like I get so pissed off. Sorry,
I wasn't gonna mention it because I knew it was gonna.
get me fired
I was
up.
gonna get you going again.
But like we all think like, I did it, dude. That's why I don't like. That's why I get fired up on it, is because it's all the same stuff I thought. Like, if only I had this, if only I had that, if only I had this, if only I had that, then I'll be successful. Then it's like, no, dude, like start with what you got.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have an iPhone, like go make some money and get an iPhone. Like you can get them at Verizon for whatever the bill is with $35 a month. Like start there.
Yeah.
The
or
new
literally
iPhones,
buy one. Like we talked about this, buying an iPhone that didn't have actual like cellular connection, just like off of Facebook Marketplace, just because the camera quality and stuff
100%
is so good. Like, and you have a $800, 4K camera that shoots in 60 and 30 FPS. Like
iPhones are great, especially for like Instagram stuff. Now, like I wanted to say this earlier and I didn't. Just like practically with social media, I personally think you, especially starting out, find one platform and go all in. Go all in on one platform until you get to the point where that platform is going so good, so strong. You've got a following, you're good. Then you can start branching out to others. Where people do go wrong in the beginning is they'll try to do too much. Honestly, we probably do too much sometimes because it dilutes your message, it dilutes your focus. But if you, like 4 years, for probably 4.5 years, all I posted on like consistently was YouTube. Yeah. YouTube. And then I started my Instagram. But my Instagram was very dormant for years. Up until about 2 years ago, it was like pretty dormant. And then I noticed the trend of community leaving YouTube because a lot of people just aren't on YouTube literally as much as they used to be. And now, Instagram and TikTok are doing well. Yeah. But we get a lot of views on TikTok, but for some reason, I don't like TikTok. I don't know why. Like I just genuinely don't love it. Yeah. So I find that I spend way more time in Instagram. I enjoy Instagram. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. I'm predominantly on Instagram and YouTube. So pick a lane, stay in it, and figure it out, dude. Yeah. Like, post one way, find the views, find the engagement, find the shares. Are people commenting saying, dude, like great content, like looks good. If you post one style and it gets 2 likes and 1 comment from your mom going, good job, buddy, which was mine in the beginning. Yeah. And then you post another style and you get like 6 likes and, 4 comments and 2 shares. It's like, well, maybe that second style is actually a good style, find out what works, reflect that ways you can get better. Like literally everything we teach, you know, in this podcast, and just start.
Yeah.
Literally just start.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're old school and like my dad has zero interest in social media, like none.
Yeah.
He makes a couple $100,000 a year in his business. Like he is seemingly successful, semi-tired, you know, runs a window tinting shop and lives a good life.
Yeah.
Like if you are okay with where you are, then like don't jump in. But like if you want to grow, you want to build a successful business, you want to scale, you want to grow, like you got to freaking do stuff you don't always want to do.
Sure. Yeah. That's good, man. So good. Yeah. I guess just to kind of wrap it all up, like the one thing I'd just say take away from this is like, if you felt a desire to start social media, or maybe you started an account and you never really posted anything, just do it.
Yeah.
Like just start with what you have. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of equipment tomorrow. Take your cell phone, take something you've learned, even if you're early on. There might be something either you know, like Drake was saying, document like what you're doing and post it, or maybe you're newer and you've been taught something, turn around and reteach it.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing too. Like that in that essence, it's not copying. Like, you know, a lot of detailing is done the same way nowadays. So it's like reteaching what you've learned and maybe some additional things.
Yeah.
Like people are going to learn different from different people.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though you may be giving the same information as somebody else, you know, somebody might stumble onto your channel, but not ours. And they're getting the same information, but they like the way you teach it and they like the way. So it's like, don't be afraid either to be like, hey, like when I first started, I was doing things this way and then I learned this and here's how I do it now. And here's why. Like just, whatever.
Well, and with that, I do agree with that partly. The only thing I say is don't do this. Don't pretend to be an expert when you're not.
Yeah.
Because there are people on social media that, you know, literally copy exactly what I say, word for word. They even try to talk with their hands like I do. But you can feel the presence in the video and you can go, one, it looks like this dude's got a gun to his head. And two, it doesn't feel authentic.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Because it's like you're trying to regurgitate something that you don't truly live out.
Yeah.
So yes, I do agree. It's like, but from this perspective, okay, say you know nothing, okay, but I teach you what a rotary buffer is, and you just got enlightened to a rotary buffer.
Yeah.
You can literally go, instead of going like I do and go, hey guys, this is a rotary buffer. You want to run it at 1800 RPM. You want to go side to side, up, down, side to side, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You would go,
look what I learned today.
Yeah. You'd be like,
that's kind of what
guys,
I
just got this rotary buffer. You know, it's my 7th boat detailing.
Yeah.
Look what I learned today. Yeah. Like, this is why I'm using a rotary buffer. Yeah. This is why I'm doing it this way. Not this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, you're screwing your boat up.
Yeah.
Like anytime you talk at someone, they're not going to be appreciative of it typically, unless you are genuinely coming from a place of authority on a subject.
No, that's good. Yeah.
But if you are explaining simply why you're doing something or explaining what you are doing and you're getting good results, no one can really argue with that.
Yeah.
You know, if I go, you must drink Monster, which I don't know if I can do this legally, but I don't know. Sponsor us. But like, if you're like, hey, you must drink this energy drink right here, or you are not going to have the energy. There's so many people can debate. But if I go, hey, the reason why I like Monster is because I like the way it tastes. Yeah. I like that it doesn't have as much caffeine as other energy drinks. And this is what it does for me.
Yeah.
You're just taking it all on you.
It's hard to dispute testimony.
Exactly. I get, yes. Amen. You said it better than I could.
No,
like instead of telling people what to do, you explain why you like it.
Works for you.
Why it works for me. Yeah. And no one can really argue with that. Yeah. And maybe they'll say, hey, you know, Red Bull's better or blah, blah, blah is better. Yeah. And you're like, cool, bro. Like even on our own Facebook, I have to get out of the comment section on our ads because it's a lot of people that aren't bought in to our brand. But like, we'll, you know, for instance, our rust stain remover, we'll have an ad out and people are going there, well, toilet bowl cleaner will do the same thing. And I'm like, well, you know, our customers don't use toilet bowl cleaner on their $1 million boat. You know, if you want to, great. You know, I can be kind of sharp with people. But the point is like, we say, hey, you absolutely must buy this. We go, hey, this is how it works. This is why we love it. This is why we created it. And no one can argue with that. Yeah. And if someone doesn't care or they don't like it, well then cool, bro. Yeah. Like use what works for you.
Yeah, for sure. And we've literally been talking about that like today.
Yeah.
That like, hey, let's get more stories of how our product worked for the people that are using it. Because again, you can't really dispute people's testimonies. It's like, hey, I had this problem. I used this product. I used this thing. I used this service, and it came out awesome. I love it. It's my favorite thing ever, right? And you're gonna get people, of course, who are gonna be like, oh, I use so and so, or I use that product, and I bet it's better than that one. And that's fine. People can do that, but you're not implementing your belief in that thing onto somebody as theirs. And I think that takes away the pressure of social media. It's like, because I think too, a lot of people with social media, I think don't want to bear the burden of like, what are people going to say? How are they going to respond? And so I think what you just shared, is exactly the way you should do it if you're getting started. You've obviously been in the industry long enough that you kind of are able to come from a place of, hey, this works, this doesn't. Right? But if you're getting started out and you just want to get into it, simply share your testimony about what you're doing, what you're learning, what you're experiencing, and just let it be that. And then, and that takes the pressure away from you from, having to know everything.
And dude, it's so easy to share a story, right? Like teaching something actually requires you to know the subject. And if you don't truly know the subject, you are not going to be able to teach effectively. And quite frankly, you probably shouldn't be teaching because you don't actually know what the heck you're talking about. But if you find something that works for you and you just simply share why it's working for you, then even if you're wrong, you're still right because it is working for you. Now, is there another product that could potentially work better? Like the toilet bowl. Toilet bowl cleaner may work for that guy. Great. I have a really good feeling our product would work better. I know that. Actually, I don't. I've never actually used toilet bowl cleaner on one of my customers' boats before.
You're missing out.
I'm not sure. No, I'm just kidding. My world would be opened. But the point I'm trying to make is like, if that guy in that case he did, like toilet bowl cleaner is just as good. If he would be like, well, I've used toilet bowl cleaner and it actually works very good for me. And here's the reasons why, and here's how I use it. It would actually invite people to try or even engage with you. But the second you come off as preachy or like, and I'm kind of coming off as preachy right now, but it's like the second you come across that, like people get rejected to that and they don't, they don't do that. And, maybe taking a little bit of my own advice right now. The biggest reason why I know everything that I says works is because I have the fruit behind it, you know, and not in an arrogant way. Like I say that super humbly, even though it may not sound that way, but it's like, it works because I have the fruit of knowing that it works. It's not theory,
It's good, man. Cool. Well, I actually don't know how long we've been talking, but
1 hour and 2 minutes.
1 hour, dude. We are so good at this. We're pretty good. We tried to keep it, around an hour.
This has probably been the most passionate I've talked on this podcast.
No, dude, it's super good. And I really do hope you guys have been enjoying. What episode is 4? I think
4,
this will be episode 4. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the podcast to this point. Super cool. It was on our heart again on the social media side of things. This was on our heart to do. We were like, bro, I feel like we could help people with these conversations, and we have dreams for where this could go. Is it exactly where they're at right now by episode 4? No. Guys, if you saw the setup and struggle we have with some of our equipment and getting things working, and even where we're at in
had to
episode
reshoot
4,
2 episodes because of technical failures.
And where we're at by episode 4 now, as opposed to where we started on episode 1, is so much progress and so much more peace behind it because we just got started. We jumped in with what we had. And maybe added some stuff, but jumped in where we were and we're like, hey, let's just get the ball rolling. And then there is grace to fail and learn. And we say there's no failure, it's just opportunity. Right. So it's like we learn and we get better and we get better. And it's like maybe with this podcast, like we don't know, rolling out here, how it's going to go, what it's going to look like, but 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road of consistency and being honest and vulnerable and having these conversations, like we literally have no idea. But I can tell you one thing, we're dreaming big, right? And I think that's to keep your spirit up, to have the bigger picture. Is like, who said that you can't absolutely dream like as big as you want? You know what I mean? What they say, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land among the stars. It's right. Like just shoot for it, bro.
I think when it comes to goals, you should intentionally set your goals higher than you think.
Yeah.
That way, if you, let's face it, you're not going to hit your goal typically the first time. You probably won't, like everyone's like, build a goal, do a goal, achieve the goal. It rarely happens that simple. Like usually you fall short. So you might as well fall short big.
Yeah.
If you set realistic goals and you fall short and you don't make it, you're going to get less than realistic.
Exactly.
But dude, like go big, go big. And when you don't make it, well, you're a heck of a lot farther than where you are today, you know?
It's cool, man.
And man, I just, the reason why I get passionate behind the social media stuff is because it, like I said earlier, it literally changed my life. 100% changed my life. And we've got guys that are a part of our Revival Pro program where, you share your story about our products, you can literally make commission. We don't go out and like pay people to say nice stuff about our products. We only partner with people that actually love our brand and want to talk about it. And when they do this, we've had guys that have actually done like pretty well, like over thousands of dollars, or over 1,000, I should say, in a month. Literally mailbox money. I get to write them a check and send it to them in the mail. It's a great delight of mine because I knew how much that money helped me when I was day to day dying in the sun.
Yeah.
We've got also other people that have way bigger followings that use our products that got like one sale. And the ones that I write the biggest checks to are the ones that are creating value for people, either through entertainment or through literally valuable information. The ones that don't do well, that actually get a ton of views, but don't actually convert to money in their pockets, are the ones that are usually like chasing views,
Yeah, that's good.
So I say that because if you do it right, dude, it literally could change your life.
Yeah.
Like it literally could change your life.
Yeah.
It did mine.
It's good. Yeah. Awesome, man. We'll wrap it up. Like I said, we could probably have a part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of just social media in itself, and logistics of all of that. But I do want to ask you guys, man, if you would just like and share, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's super simple. It doesn't cost you anything. Is it red or white before you subscribe? The subscribe button.
I think it's red and then it turns white. I don't know.
It's red. Is it, Caroline? Is that confirmed? Okay. So if your subscribe button's red, man, just click it. It helps way more than you think. I mean, you don't have to give money or anything like that. But if you like and share and subscribe, man, it helps us out a lot. And we're just excited to partner with all you guys.
Hit subscribe. That's great. I love it. All I ask is share this with one person if you actually got value out of this today. If this helped you in any way, I don't care if it just made you think like, oh, that was cool. I just ask that you share it with one friend, literally one friend. That's it. You don't even have to do 2 or 3. If you do, great. I'm just asking for one person. Guys, if you share with one person, like that means the world to me.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's what it matters. Like when I started my content, I thought if I help one person, it's worth it. Jesus says in the Bible, like leave the 99 for the one. The one matters, And that's the thing is like, if we don't get 1,000 million views, then we're disappointed.
Yeah.
Dude, if you got one view, be thankful. If you get 1,000 views, we consider that as a failure in social media.
Yeah.
But think about 1,000 people in a room viewing you. You would be shared. You would be scared poopless. With 1,000 people looking at you.
Gary Vaynerchuk's social media posts where he was like, you see 1,000 views and this is what I see. And it was like a room full of 1,000 people. That's so good. So yeah, man, we're excited. It's fun stuff. We love you guys so much. Thankful that if you made it this far in the video, awesome. I feel like I can already see business partners now, like sending this to their business partner. Like, see, I told you we should do social media. Yeah. So hopefully this sparks something in you guys to be like, dude, let's just try it. Let's just do it. Hey, that's another thing. Man, if you guys like start something or you film a video for the first time, like send it to us, like tag us in it. We'd love to see like how you stepped out and what you're doing, and how you've taken any of this information to kind of give that spark you guys needed. We love, we're here for you guys and we appreciate you being here with us. So we love you and we'll see you in the next.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Peace.
Thank you guys.
Is honestly a life changer.
Trickles down from and making yourself better.
I think that was the best one we've done yet.